We have many snow rappels left, but a limited number of pickets. Here's how we can set up a retrievable snow anchor. Hello again, I'm Jason. We've done a couple of videos about snow anchors now. First, covering basic setups using pickets, and then getting into some more emergency type of anchors using odd materials. You can follow the links in this video's description to check out both of those. But today, we are finishing up this short series on snow anchors by covering how to build a retrievable snow anchor. To build this anchor, we are going to combine two of the anchor configurations we already built the first time around, namely a mid-clipped vertical picket and a dead man, or a horizontally placed picket. We begin by carving our horizontal trench, angled back with the top of the trench further upslope than the bottom of the trench. But we don't want to go any deeper than about half the distance of a vertically oriented picket, and we don't want to place our horizontal picket yet. We want to add our mid-clip vertical picket first. However, there is some additional setup. We need to create a rappel strand and a pull strand. To do that, we are going to tie a bite knot. I'm tying an alpine butterfly at the midpoint of the rope. You can watch a short we did on how to tie that knot. There's a link in the description. Then we can clip that knot to the picket at its top. Next, we want to take one end of the rope and run it through the bottom hole of the picket, pulling in all the slack. This is going to be our pull strand. Now we drive the vertical picket just behind our horizontal trench. We'd like to drive it until the top of our picket is at the original snow level. Again, like always, we carve out a narrow corridor to run our mid-clip tether out. It's time to add our horizontal picket. We place it in our trench in front of the vertical picket. We want the pull strand rope to come up and over the horizontal picket and down towards us using the same corridor trench. I also use the horizontal picket's tether to attach it to the vertical picket, again at the top. We've created a lever. The pull strand is running through the bottom of the picket and up and over the horizontal picket's hard surface, so this will create an upward pull on this vertical picket when we tug on the pull strand. So once that vertical picket is dislodged, we can continue to pull and work the dead man picket free. At this point, we want to take that rope strand that was not run through the bottom of the picket and attach that to the mid-clip tether with another bite knot. This will be our rappel strand. Now, if I'm not using a bi-patterned rope or two different ropes, I want to keep track of my rappel strand. So I like to have the team attach their rappel devices to the correct strand before covering our trench with snow. I will also often toss the rappel strand and leave the pull strand to be brought down with the last person, like through the use of a saddlebag. You can watch another video with a link in the description on how to use this and other techniques to get the rope down on rappel. Borrowing snow from areas not in front of our anchor so that the snow keeping the pickets in place stays better intact, I now fill in our trench. Giving a pull test on the rappel strand, I can clip into my rappel system and head down. Once the last person is down, we can tug the pull strand. That vertical picket should come out, transferring the load to the horizontal picket alone, which can now get pulled out as well. We have our pickets back and are ready to build our next anchor. Do you do a lot of snow climbing? Ever had to make a snow rappel? Tell us where you were in the comments. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and share if you want to support us. For more information, you can go to our website at www.shortguysbetaworks.com. You can check out that video I mentioned about standard placements of snow pickets, or maybe check out our Ice Axe series for some techniques to keep us safe when away from the anchor. We'll see you next week and keep on getting more out of that big outside.